I'm here with Travis Banks, member of the Strong Style Collective, and of course, Travis, that brings us to your former tag team partner, Pete Dunne, who is no longer with WCPW. How do you think that's going to affect your career, if in fact it is, in WCPW?
Well, here's the thing. Before Pete Dunne, Travis Banks was a two-time New Zealand heavyweight champion. And before Pete Dunne, Travis Banks was a world martial artist. And before Pete Dunne and the Strong Style Collective, Travis Banks was an 8-year vet that's world traveled. In fact, I don't even need Pete Dunne. I haven't needed anyone my whole life. And by myself, I'm more dangerous.
Thank you, Travis.
Hi everybody, I'm here with the Ironman Joe Coffey. Joe, a lot of rumours swirling about your brother Mark's devastating injury. Can you give us an update on the situation and an update on your status here at WCPW?
Unfortunately, Mark is going to be away from WCPW, for at least a month or so. He needs time to heal up. We had a brutal schedule last year, the both of us. He needs time to heal. His back isn't the greatest, it's the style that we wrestle in. Injuries are going to happen. That's just the long and short of it. So unfortunately, no Coffey brothers until then.
And what's the future for you here in WCPW?
2016 was a really, really great year for me. On paper, however, there was no title wins. Yeah, sure, there was a lot of great scalps, a lot of great names, a lot of great matches. But I came here and I got involved in wrestling to win gold, to be the best. See, I am the Iron Man, but at the end of 2016, I was starting to forget who I actually was. I had a long, hard think. When I say all the best for the bells, you know what that means. That's bringing in the new year. Well, none of this new year, new me nonsense. I have to remember who I am. WCPW. You're not even going to see it coming. No mercy.
Back to ringside.
And so Joe Coffey now, of course, deciding that wasn't really working. He's going to go one-on-one against Banks.
I'm looking forward to it.
So we await the arrival of Travis Banks for singles action.
Ladies and gentlemen, WCPW Kirbymania continues with a singles bout set for one fall. Coming to the ring at this time, waiting tonight at 92 kilos from New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kiwi Buzzsaw, Travis Banks.
Well, we understand there's been some technical issues on YouTube, so we apologise for that, but we are back with you now.
Were you looking at videos of cats again?
No, I'm not even on YouTube.
I told you, don't let it buffer the feed, Dave.
Goodness sake. Anyway, Travis Banks here. As we said, I don't know if you heard what we were saying. We were saying that, of course, he's no longer a part of a tag team with Pete Dunne, who is gone to pastures new from WCPW, but Banks back on his own and looking to prove that he has what it takes to be a success here in the singles division.
He's looking angry. He was an angry man before. Now he's got no tag team partner, Dave. It's going a bit off. It'll be more than Kiwis he tries to rip open with that buzzsaw. Melons.
Here comes
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, winning tonight at 242 pounds. This is the Iron Man, Joe Coffey!
So Joe Coffey finds himself in something of a similar situation to his opponent here, Travis Banks, because both of these guys have been competing in the tag division until recently. Neither of them successful with their respective partners, and so it's back to the drawing board. They're going to go back to singles action, and one of these men is going to mark that return, get it off to a flying start by beating the other here.
And, even though it's come from two very different situations, both men losing their tag team partners, it now gives us an incredible singles match, because every time we've seen Travis Banks or every time we've seen Joe Coffey, these guys hold nothing back when it comes to laying a hitting and a hurting on an opponent. I did say a hitting, a strong style hitting. So now you channel those two strong style techniques in one direction. What a singles match we got here at Kirbymania. Go on, say it, Dave. You've not said it excitedly yet.
I'm excited
Say
about
it
this
like
match.
Vince. Say it like Vince says it.
I'm not what?
Kirbymania. Go on, do it.
Kirbymania.
Oh, God.
Kirbymania.
Oh,
Anyway, this will be a hard-hitting match, as you say.
you're not a company man at all, are you?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, he's the new GM. He's the boss. Mr. Martin Kirby.
You're never this enthusiastic about Adam Pacitti.
Well, because he was a...
He was a what?
I'm not going to... I've got a cuff button, but I don't have a beat button. But you know what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't be good.
Wait, I can silence you by pressing that button.
Don't go near the red button.
Banks and Coffey are feeling each other out.
Perhaps that isn't a cough button. Perhaps that's what caused the technical difficulties.
Well, don't press it again.
All right, I won't.
In any case, both of these guys, two of the hardest hitters in WCPW. Coffey, we talked about this before, has a very successful rugby career away from the ring. And Banks taken down onto one knee by the Iron Man.
But interestingly, these guys strong style competitors, and we've said that, we've put that out, it's been clear in all of their matches, but they're not using that to begin this match. They're going to traditional British catch-as-catch-can style wrestling. I mean, interesting strategy from both men.
Well, I mean, neither of them is one-dimensional. They can mix it up in all kinds of styles. But
oh, they're three-dimensional, otherwise they'd be flat.
Yes, well done.
Oh, look at that, La Magistral Cradle. Travis Banks had to leap to get over on that one because Joe Coffey is just a big, thick individual.
Beg your pardon?
Thick, as in chunky, meaty.
Oh, physically, well, hang on.
I don't mean he's dumb. It's Doug Williams.
I don't know if that's...
I don't know if our camera crew have caught him yet, but on the stage...
Yeah, I don't know if you're catching that, but Doug Williams is...
Well, he's dressed in black, that's why. He looks like he's going to deliver a milk tray in the 80s. Oh, look at this.
Oh, Coffey with that version of the giant swing. Swinging Banks round and round and round. And then taking him over with a double underhook.
And what's Williams doing here? I mean, I know he's fond of New Zealand. They're part of the Commonwealth, so that's, you know, what? The Empire. And I know Doug did some... He travelled to New Zealand. He did some when he was a student.
Travelled... How do you know that?
I've known Doug since he first broke into the wrestling business.
Well, I would think Williams was maybe out here because, as we know, he's had a lot of problems with the number of imports, as he sees it, coming over here. Of course, Banks is a foreigner.
Yeah, but they share a similar aggression, a similar anger. Then again, it is a good point. But I can't see Doug having anything in common with Joe Coffey.
Well, Coffey...
Being from Scotland, and they want to leave, didn't they?
I'm not sure Coffey... Well, they voted to stay. Anyway.
It was close.
Coffey with the chop. And Banks will counter and counter. I have just absolutely no idea why Doug Williams is sitting out here, or standing out here. It'd be very hypocritical if he was supporting Banks, given his stance on various other imports we've had here in WCPW, but...
Or here's another theory. Maybe he just wanted a front row seat at Kirbymania, and this thing sold out like ages ago. So...
We should have bought a ticket then.
Yeah, but it's sold out. How'd you buy a look at this?
Another big swing from Coffey, but Banks with a counter. Incredible stuff from Travis Banks. And
I've just thought of it. Both these men lost their tag team partners.
Oh, God.
Perhaps Doug's looking for a tag team partner.
Coffey hooks the leg on Banks after that.
That's another theory.
You're full of theories,
I'm just saying, I'm just...
Full of something.
It's caffeine, I told you.
Coffey is going to pick Banks up. Banks goes behind, tries to roll through, but instead he kicks him in the head. Banks goes to the front, headbutt.
God.
Using his own skull as a weapon. Joe Coffey, with absolutely no regard for his own well-being as Banks sweeps away the leg, drops the knee across the small of the back. And Travis Banks is in control. He could win it here. There's a lateral press and a 2 count as
TV exposure. That's what it is. All these British wrestlers getting signed to all these different big companies. Doug Williams is out here to get TV exposure.
Really? You think he's come out here to stand out here in someone else's match?
I'm just throwing ideas out
That
there.
would be quite sad if that was true.
What culture's seen everywhere.
Banks with an uppercut.
Oh,
Coffey will follow through with the avalanche. Banks comes up after him, but again, Coffey was
second.
more than
top.
equal to it. Oh, well, Coffey slipped, and Banks will go for the cover.
Dave, that could be it. Whoa. Wow.
Again, only a 2 count.
I tell you what, these pink ropes, Dave.
Or you're saying they're more slippy or something?
Yeah. It's a well-known fact.
Well, here's an idea. Let's not have pink ropes.
That's why you never see rock climbers using pink ropes.
Maybe we shouldn't have pink ropes, or pink balloons, or pink everything. Why am I wearing a pink T-shirt?
Because you're a pink idiot. Move on. And you are pink. Well, you're more pale than pink. You're kind of white.
You went a bit pink when Bea Priestley was sitting near you.
Oh, I love Bea Priestley. I mentioned it before. Can't believe she's dating Will Ospreay. I mean, he is incredible, so I kind of let her off, but yeah. And she smelled great. The champ smelled great.
Wait, why were you smelling her?
I waited until she left.
Anyway, Coffey is headbutted Banks to the mat, and Coffey is going to launch himself. Missile drop kick.
He didn't slip on that one.
From the Iron Man.
He was in orbit.
He'll hook the leg, and he gets the 2 counts.
Wow.
Maybe Doug Williams is out here just because he's upset he's not on this card. What a night of action we've had here in the Liverpool Olympia.
Perhaps he's lost, Dave. Perhaps he's been out in Liverpool, night on the town, and just wandered in to get some warmth.
Coffey went for that black coffee, no one there as Banks rolls through. It's a drop kick, and Coffey's head bouncing off that middle turnbuckle. He got the cannonball.
Gosh.
From Banks. And that could be enough to win it, except that Coffey, wisely I think, rolls out of the ring.
It was like he was shot from a cannon with that one. Oh.
Well, Banks giving him no time to rest as that almost a punt into the chin of Joe Coffey. Oh my goodness! Travis Banks!
Well, there goes the first row, the guardrail, and both men's spines.
Goodness me! Travis Banks showing exactly what it means to him to pick up a victory here in the singles division. Again, both of these guys unsuccessful in that recent tag team title tournament. As Coffey gets a uppercut, Banks was trying to go up top.
And what's Coffey going for here? This is...
He's trying for a
surely not
superplex, I think.
Look at the strength! Look at the strength of Joe Coffey! Iron Man by name, Iron Man by nature too!
That'll do it! That'll do it!
Oh, God!
He picked him up off the apron into a superplex.
Guy's a machine.
Unreal.
Made of iron. I hope you're watching, Robert Downey Jr.
Coffey going to try, I think, for a deadlift German suplex, but Banks hits back with that leaping lariat.
See that Coffey wound up for that. Coffey wound up for that black coffee, but Travis Banks had that well scouted.
Banks is going to try and put the exclamation point here on what has become very close to a win for him. A very impressive outing against Coffey. Banks off the middle rope, uppercut. Coffey may have knocked him out. Coffey may have knocked him out. And if that didn't, that will. The black coffee from Joe Coffey. He gets 2, he gets 3, and Coffey beats Travis Banks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Iron Man, Joe Coffey!
And Doug Williams has just walked out, Dave. That was bizarre. I mean, big win for Joe Coffey. Incredible hard-hitting contest. But Dave, what was Doug Williams? Doug Williams just, he came, he saw, he went. He just...
Yeah, Williams, just, as soon as that the match reached its conclusion, I forgot he was out here for a minute, but Williams has obviously seen enough. And Williams leaving very promptly at the conclusion of this match. Joe Coffey getting back to winning ways in singles action against Travis Banks. But why on earth was Doug Williams out here?
I've got a theory.
Of course you have.
Oh no, I said that one.
Joe Coffey, your winner against Banks. Much more still to come. Cody Rhodes against Zack Sabre Jr. for the internet title on the way very soon.